I think the biggest misconception about tattooing is that it's like a subculture, that it's all hooligans and misfits and troublemakers getting tattoos. But I know firsthand, I mean, I tattoo all ranges of people. It's really become art, which is really cool.
No one can take this from me. You know, you can take my house, you can take my wife and my kids. Like, you can't never take my tattoos.
Qulture.
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 Culture.
Bloodline is a private tattoo studio started by me and my sister, hence Bloodline. We just wanted a comfy environment for people to come get tattooed. It doesn't feel so clinical and like scary. Today we're gonna be seeing Steven. Hi, Steven. And I've done a whole bunch of projects on him. He's traveled with me to conventions, and we'll be seeing some of his work.
Marvin Gaye. That's Frank Sinatra, we can't really see it right now.
He's covered in hair.
And they're just
Ladies.
pretty girls.
He loves the girls. I used to do some color work, but I don't anymore. I don't really like doing it. I do black and gray realism, so mainly portraits, animals, anything that's realistic based on a photo reference. People that sometimes don't necessarily like tattoos can appreciate it because they see the realism in it, they see the work that has gone into it. And I like the way that the black and gray looks better, the way it heals and everything. And honestly, I just don't have patience for that color. It takes so long. This is a portrait of one of the dudes from ZZ Top. I did this on my client, and then he got to meet them at their concert, meet and greet, and all of them were really stoked about it. So that's him, and then the tattoo of him. People like Steven, generally, I don't know if every tattoo has so much of a significance. I mean, usually when you have a ton of work, you tend to just get stuff that you think is cool after a while, you know? I'm doing an animal portrait. It's called an eye. And this will be the stencil that I stick on him. There's a lot of ugly pictures of it. I was like, oh God, they're not the most majestic creature, let's say.
Probably never got tattooed before.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare one, I would say.
Like everybody has like tigers, lions. Just saw that once on the documentary and I just find it funny to get it as a tattoo.
Do your feet smell?
Should.
It's basically like a carbon stencil, so it's just the color of the carbon ink. Here goes! I wanted to learn how to tattoo because I went with my sister for her first tattoo and I was just mind blown. Like all the artwork, the vibes, the music. I was like, this is possibly the coolest job in the world.
I was the first one to bring her into a tattoo shop, and then she was like, wow, this is great. Like, we could actually tattoo. And I didn't even think of it like that at that time. I was just getting a tattoo because I was kind of rebellious, but I don't know anybody else that's two sisters. My sister did this one on me. It's my daughter and my husband. This is like my life right here. It's like one of my favorite tattoos because it's my family, done by my family, which is really cool too.
I've been in the business for about 14 years now. I do tattoo more men than women. Bankers, businessmen, lawyers, part-time jobbers. And I do larger pieces, which is probably why I tattoo more men than women. Coming along. I think, give or take, there's a bond that develops with your tattoo artist. You know, you talk, you work. I think it's fun. You get comfortable. Nice. And they need to be also fairly open to your artistic view. Sometimes, you know, people want tattoos, but they don't necessarily know what's gonna make the best result. So always listen to your tattoo artist. They know best. good here. Cutie patootie. So if you look closely, it's not just like one blade, it's like just a bunch of thin needles that are grouped together. Personally, I only do one client a day, so I will tattoo him for usually about 3 to 5 hours. And I've done conventions where I've tattooed people for 13 hours, so. I'm putting white in this one. You're gonna hate me, but I'm doing it. Yeah, the white is always the fun part. Because you see it all really come together, you know?
When she done everything, she go back in that spot with the white, and that's when it hurts a lot.
But otherwise, it would just kind of end up looking like a 2D kind of positive, negative image, you know? So you need to add those tones of gray for that extra value. And the fun part for me, I guess. Not so fun for the person sitting through it. Don't fight it, just go with it. I wish there was a nicer way of doing it that would be less painful, but I mean, I guess that's where the merit plays in for the person getting it. You did it, good job type thing. All right, let's clean it up. All done. I think it looks really good, really crisp, super cute. By the time the person's done suffering, they're just like, okay, great, thanks. There's not really a lot of dramatic excitement.
That's not my parents.
We're here at the Tattoo Nouvelle Air. It's a tattoo convention. This is the 3rd year they're putting it on. I'm gonna be tattooing the same guy all weekend, a fairly large torso piece.
I'm from Alberta and I come here to get all my tattoos because we have so much talent here. I just love the art. I don't particularly like getting tattooed. It's painful, but the art lasts forever.
My clients really like my work because it looks classic, it ages nice. You know, you really capture the soul in the photo, you know? So it's like an art collection that literally will go to the grave with you. Whether you had it covered up or not, it's still in there somewhere. You know?